on, everybody? It's JetsCentral coming back with some breaking NFL news. The Green Bay Packers go out and fire head coach Mike McCarthy, okay, after today's brutal loss to the Arizona Cardinals. This loss today against the Cards, it was the straw that broke the camel's back, if you will. To let a rookie quarterback, Josh Rosen, to let a rookie head coach, Steve Wilks, go into Lambeau Field, and beat you in front of your home crowd in early December, like I said before, it was the straw that broke the camel's back, all right? Rodgers and McCarthy did not get along. There has been no innovation with this Green Bay Packers offense in the last few seasons now. They've struggled in recent years, really throughout Rodgers' tenure or his playing days with the Packers, to get him the adequate help that he needs, whether it's in the wide receiving core, whether it's with the tight ends, whether it's the defense, the running game, what have you. Rodgers has never had the supporting cast like Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh. He's never had the supporting cast of, Matt Ryan in Atlanta. He just hasn't. He hasn't had that support. Even like the New York Giants, right? A bottom 5 team, bottom 6 team in the league has a much better supporting cast than Aaron Rodgers does. Granted, the defense is getting better. They have 2 young stud corners that I like. Jair Alexander out of Louisville, Josh Jackson from Iowa. 2 guys I was really high on coming out. Actually higher on Jackson. But, the defense is going in the right direction, under new D coordinator Mike Pettin. But what it comes down to is this. Are the Green Bay Packers winning games? No, they're not. They're actually a sub-500 team. You have the best quarterback in the league. You have arguably the greatest quarterback of all time at the helm. I don't want to say in his prime, but he's still playing like he's in his prime. Extreme arm strength. He's the best, magician back there in the pocket. I mean, his improv skills are amazing. He does have some red flags or some negatives about him, like his leadership skills, just things of that nature, right? Some people don't agree with some of the stuff he does off the field. They say he cares more about, the red carpet than the football field, and it is what it is. But the bottom line is that Aaron Rodgers, he's the most talented quarterback in the league. He's the best player in the league, yet the Green Bay Packers are a sub-500 team. So you take a look at, what transpired today. A loss to the Arizona Cardinals. A rookie quarterback comes in, a rookie head coach comes in, and being realistic here, a bottom 3 team in the NFL goes into your legendary stadium and beats you down. Not a good look for McCarthy, and the Packers parted ways with him. All right, so what's next, right? What's next moving forward for both McCarthy and the Green Bay Packers? Let's start with the Packers organization. Head coaching search starts probably tonight or tomorrow morning, right at the crack of dawn. You have to start narrowing down your list. You have to start formulating some opinions, some ideas, some candidates on who you want to interview. And if you're the Green Bay Packers, I'll tell you what, if I'm the Packers, I'm looking at John Harbaugh from Baltimore. John Harbaugh is a guy that could be on the way out. Although Lamar Jackson, 3-0 with Lamar Jackson, there could be a little something there. But nonetheless, they're saying that he's going to part ways with the Ravens at the end of the season. Not necessarily him. He's going to quit. The Ravens aren't going to fire him. It's just going to be a mutual parting of ways. I would look at John Harbaugh if I'm the Green Bay Packers. This guy's going to come in. He's going to bring right off the bat leadership, discipline. He's going to help out the defense side of the football. He's going to help out special teams. 2 areas that I believe that really need a jump start for Green Bay. All right, he's going to bring in his own offensive coordinator and let Aaron Rodgers go to work. Now, one of the big flaws on Harbaugh in Baltimore is the inability to develop Joe Flacco, right? His growth as a quarterback. But Aaron Rodgers is so far past that point as a quarterback mentally and I don't want to say physically, but just mentally. He understands the game. He knows where to go with the football. What he can do on the football field is pretty much second to none right now. So John Harbaugh would come in, and I think he provides the 2 things that Green Bay needs desperately. I think he just provides discipline, the leadership. I think he'll give the franchise some direction, and he'll just get everybody in line. And I feel like right now with Green Bay, the 2 main areas that they need right now, leadership, and they need an infusion of talent. And John Harbaugh has shown, along with Ozzie Newsome, that they can draft and develop talent outside of the quarterback position and outside of the wide receiving position. So John Harbaugh is a guy who I'd look for Green Bay. But if it won't be, if it's not John Harbaugh, I could see it being, maybe one of these young offensive minded head, coordinators in the league right now. Possibly Matt Campbell from Iowa State. Who knows? But Green Bay, they parted ways with McCarthy. Now, begs the question, where's McCarthy going to end up? Will he get another job, or will he be a Chip Kelly and just take a year off, or Rex Ryan and just not get another job? I think McCarthy will get picked up, and my first team that kind of pops in my head is the Cleveland Browns. Why? Because number one, they fired Hugh Jackson, so they definitely need a head coach. Number two, he has experience on the offensive side of the football, developing quarterbacks. He was there with Favre, kind of revitalized Favre's career, and obviously he won a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, right? So he's been around great quarterback play. The number one priority for Cleveland is to develop Baker Mayfield, the former number one overall pick. So if you're the Cleveland Browns, not only did you fire Hugh Jackson, so you have the vacancy, you have that opening. You get McCarthy, an offensive-minded head coach with experience developing a quarterback, or that's really been around great quarterback play, so he could hopefully pass that knowledge down to Baker Mayfield and coach him up. And then also the John Dorsey-McCarthy connection, because a lot of people forget that Dorsey was actually in Green Bay before he was in Kansas City. So Dorsey has been around McCarthy, and those two guys, there's some chemistry there. They are buddies. So I could definitely see McCarthy going to Cleveland and Green Bay possibly getting a young offensive-minded guy, or John Harbaugh. I think John Harbaugh should either go to Green Bay or Denver. Those are the only two realistic options I see Harbaugh going to, or teams, I should say. So that's the breaking news. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.